Betsi Bixby here, and welcome to Thrive Now. I'm the founder of Meridian, and we're talking in this 4-part series, and this is number 4, about accelerate your success. If for some reason this is the first time you've clicked on to Thrive Now and are watching it, I encourage you to go back and get the rest. All right, we've been talking about when we talk about accelerating your success, what family businesses love to do is they love to win. And so the W was for wise growth, and we talked about the 3 S's in wise growth. And then last week, we talked about the inspired team, and to doing that through linking your mission to stories and sharing those with your team members so that they're really inspired and cranked up and energized about working at your company. This week, we're going to talk about nice profit. You know, and nice is such a funny word, but I had to come up with an N for win, right? But that's what we really want, because at the end of the day, no matter how fulfilled our team feels, no matter how inspired they are, no matter how many wonderful things we're doing out in our community, we've got to make some money, you know? And I started out by saying, you know, this series is going to be planning, budgeting, but here's where we are. And this is where it really gets down to looking at the numbers, right? And so the measure that I'm going to have you use is return on assets. Now, if you're not a numbers person, let me explain that. It's pretty easy. You take the profit from any asset, a single asset or a group of assets, and you divide it by, now be careful with this, it's their market value. So say, for instance, you're looking at your stores, you cannot go by just what's sitting on the balance sheet, what you paid for them. It has to be, you know, what's market value. Okay. Now, the trick is, in this, is to get even nicer profit, right? You want to not be content with the profit that you have. You want to accelerate, right? You want to win. And so what you're going to do is to look at return on assets by your business segments. Now, everybody has different things that they're doing in their family business, but you know, what you're trying to do is kind of slice and dice your business, look at individual assets, and see what the return is on them. Sometimes that takes some planning with your financial statements and making sure that the format lets you get to that. And for those of you that are growing like a weed through acquisition, as many of you are, I know our Empower companies are going crazy, is make sure that when you do an acquisition, your return on assets is actually equal to or greater than your company pre-acquisition. All right. So out of everything that you own, what you're trying to figure out is what has the best current and future return on assets and what has the least. So that's all that there is to it. There sometimes takes a little bit to get to it, right? But so here's what you do. You grow the best and you sell off the rest, okay? So it's really a formula. It says, what are we super successful at? You know, what is giving us the greatest return on assets and what is not giving us return, and let's get rid of that. So very, very simple, but very effective in making an even nicer profit. Well, I hope that you've enjoyed this series on Accelerate Your Success. I want to thank you for your time and your attention. If you're not already an Empower member, we invite you to find out about our program, which truly accelerates family business success. Have a blessed week, and I'll be talking to you next time.